It's being reported that there's a delegation of your cabinet colleagues waiting in Downing Street, including the Chief Whip, the Transport Secretary and your new Chancellor, waiting to tell you when you finish here today that it's time for you to go. How will you respond to that?
Darren, you're asking me to comment on...
This conversation will happen in a few minutes, Prime Minister.
You say. But if you want to ask about what we're doing to help people with the cost of living, if you want to ask about what we're doing to build more clean, green energy supply, which this committee has taken an interest in...
That's going to be your answer to the Cabinet colleagues in Downing Street.
Then I'm very happy to talk to you about it. But I'm not going to give a running commentary on political events. We're going to get on with the government of the country.
Prime Minister, I hope that you will reflect that in the end we're all dispensable.
Bernard, that is certainly true.
The programmes and the policies of your government and
all flesh is grass.
The welfare of the British people and the security of the nation are indispensable. And if you are becoming an obstruction to the achievement of those aims, I hope you will consider your position.
Of course I will. But I wanted you to know that my job is to get on and deliver on those aims, and that is what I was elected to do.
Will you resign if it is clear that you do not have the confidence of the majority of Conservative MPs?
You're asking me, I love this committee, but you're asking me again to offer commentary today on political events when I'm here to talk about
I wish you to
policy.
be clear about one thing, that if you have lost the confidence of your MPs, you will not seek a dissolution. You will stand aside and allow a leadership election to take place so the Prime Minister may send for an alternative leader. That's the proper procedure, isn't it?
What I'm going to do is get on with...
No, I need you to answer this question.
Where you're quite right, and where I passionately agree
I need you to answer this question, Prime Minister.
And with you, is that I see absolutely no need
Prime Minister, I'm going to ask you once more,
an election.
If you have lost the confidence of your MPs and you're required to step down as leader of the Conservative Party, you will not seek to dissolve Parliament.
Well, I think the last thing this country needs...
But
I'm not going to step down, and the last thing this country needs, frankly, is election.
On
the contrary, I think the risk is that people continue to focus on this type of thing, and I think that is a mistake. What we need to do is get on with stable...
How would it help the crisis in Ukraine and the cost of living crisis if we were plunged into a general election that nobody wants?
But this is your fancy.
Well, then,
I think
then rule it out. Rule it out.
Of course I rule it out.
You've ruled it out.
The earliest date that I can see for a general election is 2 years from now, or 2024, I think is the most likely date for the next election. We have a huge amount to deliver. We're going to get on and do it.
And you'll resign if a vote of confidence in the Conservative Party
I think we're done.
is carried.
Look,
Otherwise, you're a danger.
You're asking me to comment on politics. I think it's important that we get on and deliver on our agenda, and that is what I was elected to do.
Well, I think it's the understanding of this committee you envisage a general election in 23 or 24, not before.
Well, you said 23.
And if you've lost the confidence of your own MPs and you cease to be leader of the Conservative Party, you will not plunge this country into an unwanted general election.
I've been very clear with you. I see no reason whatever for a general election now. On the contrary, what we need is stable government, loving each other as Conservatives, getting on with our priorities. That is what we need to do. Sir Bernard, okay?
I love all my colleagues in the House of Commons.
Fantastic.
Order.
Thank you.